Good morning, 1A friends. I'm sorry that this morning message is late. I've recorded it a couple of times and I was just about starting to do a read aloud and then Cheshire came into the room. So you may hear him meowing in the background. I'm going to go ahead and shut my door. Okay, today is Monday, April 20th. I hope that y'all had a good weekend. I did a lot of bike riding this weekend. Um, I rode all over Capel and I was making sure to wear my bike helmet, so I was being safe. But I wonder if any of you got to do some bike riding this weekend. We've got a great week of learning. I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to be learning some more about goods and services this week. And also, we are starting a new writing unit this week. We are going to start a unit that's not about nonfiction. So we're done with opinion writing. But what we're going to be doing is a unit called realistic fiction. And that unit is all about writing stories. This unit is all about writing stories that are real. So you're going to get a chance to write about things that could really happen. So it's not about aliens, not about space creatures, not about just, queens and kings or witches or anything like that. It's about writing stories about things that could really happen to you. So I've got a story to read today that's about a bike. And it is also has got a connection to what we're learning about goods and services. So we're learning what a good is, what a service is, and about spending money. So this is a bike, a story, not a bike. This is a book, and it's called A Bike Like Sergio's. Okay. All right, A Bike Like Sergio's. And I wonder if you can figure out what IB Learner Profile, the main character in this story, shows. So I bet you can figure it out. Okay. We'll talk about it at the end. Okay. A Bike Like Sergio's. And friends, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my easel out of the way because it's a little bit of a distraction. Let me just get that out of the way. Okay. Every kid has a bike, but me. Sergio rides his new one while I run alongside, out of breath. Ask your parents again, Sergio says. Your birthday's coming. Sergio forgets there's a difference between his birthday and mine. Ooh, I wonder what that difference is. I wish, I say, but that wish won't make money appear. Okay. So I'm thinking as I'm reading this that maybe Sergio's family doesn't have a lot of money. Okay. Let's see. At Sammy's grocery, Sergio buys a pack of football cards. I stand in line, mad, with the bread that my mom wants, waiting behind the lady in the blue coat, who we see all the time. So here's the lady in the blue coat. She steps up to pay and she gathers up her bags. In the shuffle, her purse tips. $1 floats to the floor. No one sees. I scoop up the money fast. She's out the door, but I don't chase her because it's just $1. Okay. At home, Mom's feeding the baby. The twins pull pans from the cupboard. My Robert, she says, was it a good day? So now we know his name is Robert. I nod and I act busy. That dollar in my pocket stays a secret. He doesn't tell his mom about it. So remember, he picks up what he thinks is $1 bill that the lady with the blue coat dropped. Later, when I'm alone in my room, I fish out the crumpled bill and stare. It is not $1 or $5 or $10. It is $100. My hands are shaking. That money is enough for a bike like Sergio's. Then I won't have to run. I'll be riding. Dad gets home from work late and tucks in my little brothers. When he gets to me, I squeeze my eyes shut and I stay still as a stone. So I wonder why he's staying so still. Do you think it's because he doesn't want to talk to his dad? In the morning, the $100 bill is safe in my backpack. When I get to school, Mr. Grady says we will be learning about money in math. He sets up a store with fake bills and coins and pictures of things we can buy. I joke around and blow all my play money on a camera right away. Me on my bike is all I can think about. We stop at the bike shop after school. Inside, I walk the rows and I find one like Sergio's, but it's silver. Man, you look good on it, Sergio says. And it's true. So here he is on his bike that he wants to buy. But I know if I ride home on a bike like that, I'll have to tell my parents where I got the money from. I'll talk to them tonight, I say. And Sergio high-fives me. So let's make a prediction. Do you think he's going to tell his parents about the bike? I don't know. At home, Mom is making a grocery list for Saturday. She walks her fingers through the cash in her wallet, and then she crosses things off. Maybe next week, she says, and she looks up at me and smiles. So she doesn't have money for everything on her grocery list. Me with $100 in my backpack and her crossing things off the list. Then she hands me a $5 bill. On your way home tomorrow, she says, you can pick up orange juice at... Oh, I'm going to back up. On your way home tomorrow, could you pick up orange juice at Sonny's? When she mentions Sonny's, I feel sweat. What if the lady in the blue coat is there? So Sonny's must be the name of the store that he was at. I take my stuff in my room. I dump my papers out of my backpack, and that's when I see it. The zipper that was closed is open just enough, and the money that was there is gone. Heading out the door, I mumble to Mom, I'll be right back. Oh, so he lost that $100 bill. Rain is falling as I retrace my steps from school to the bike shop and then back to home. Leaves and money all look the same. Rain and tears feel the same. It's nowhere. I walk hunched and draggy to school the next day while Sergio rides in circles. My brother built a ramp in the alley and I went airborne, he says. If you get that bike, you can use it. I don't tell Sergio that I won't be getting the bike at all. The day stretches out. How many nickels in a dollar, Mr. Grady asks. How many quarters in a $5 bill? When the bell rings, I pack my backpack with homework and notes and tell Sergio to ride home without me. With everyone crowding in a hurry, I spot something. The smallest zipper inside is still closed. This was the pocket, not the other. I slide it open. I am rich again. To get that bike, though, I have to tell. I race to Sonny's as fast as riding, and I rush to the back of the store for the juice. Someone bumps me and apologizes in a soft voice, and I turn. My feet are frozen, watching as the lady in the blue coat makes her way to the counter with her eggs. She reaches into her purse, and like a hot blast, I remember how it was for me when that money that was hers and then mine was gone. I leave the juice behind, and this time I follow her. So he's remembering what it feels like to lose the money because he lost the money himself, and that is how she must feel. She walks down the street and then another and past the bike shop. My mouth is dry. Excuse me, I say. She turns and we are face to face. Do you think he's going to give the money back? Make a prediction. I breathe fast, and the words bust loose like they've been waiting. The lady says yes, she lost $100 and has been looking ever since. She tips her head. Why? I uncurl my fist. I found it, I say, holding it out to her all folded. Her face changes from surprised to joyful to soft. She takes my hand in both of hers like a sandwich, and she asks me my name. Thank you, Reuben, she says. You have blessed me. I am happy and mixed up, full and empty, and what's right and what's gone. Oh, I think it said with what's right and with what's gone. At home, everyone is waiting, and the lost and found story is mine to tell. What you did wasn't easy, my dad says, setting his hand to my shoulder, but it was right. My mother pulls me close. So he finally told his parents. We're so proud, she says, and in that warm house with my family all around and my birthday almost here, I am proud too. Okay, that's the end of A Bike Like Sergio's. So I'm thinking he was super principled. Like that's definitely the IB learner profile that I noticed. He was super principled. And maybe you can think of some other ones like caring. He sure was caring too. Okay, 1A friends, I know that was super long. Thanks for sticking with me. So I wanted to tell you really fast that starting this week, we're going to be doing writing workshops at 1 o'clock on Monday and Wednesday, just like we did last week. But I said starting this week because we're going to keep doing it from now until the end of school. Also, on Friday, we are going to do something called a scavenger hunt, which I know a lot of you know what that is. And we will be doing that on Zoom at 3 o'clock on Friday. Also, I would love to start some book clubs. And what I'm thinking of doing is getting on Epic, choosing a book, and then having our usual reading groups that we already had before when we were back at school, read those books, like read the one book for their group, and then we could do a discussion. We could do a Zoom discussion and do like a book club on Zoom. So I'm thinking about getting that started. Anyway, 1A, I will let you know more about the book club later. I'll email your parents. I hope you have a fabulous day. It is a National Look-alike Day. It is also National Cheddar Fries Day. So maybe you'll get to eat some cheddar fries today. Okay, have a great day, 1A, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.